Alan Grayson is back in, and Alan West is out. Elections have consequences. Let me just give you some of the things that maybe you don't know. In Washington State, gay marriage. In Maryland, gay marriage. In Maine, gay marriage. In California, they've decided 3 strikes. 3 strikes for violent offenders. 3 strikes has been life in prison for violent offenders. But California, in their infinite wisdom, has decided to say that's awfully darn harsh. Maybe we don't understand them. In Minnesota, they have decided that you don't have to produce photo ID before voting. In Maryland, the first ever state-level DREAM Act, allowing in-state tuition for children of undocumented immigrants. In Colorado, they've decided to legalize and tax marijuana. Not for cancer or anything else, just, smoke some pot. In Washington, the same thing. Arkansas rejected medical marijuana. In Massachusetts, they've decided, you know what, if you're a patient and you got certain things going on, sure, you can get high. Montana, uphold the medical marijuana laws. In Florida, on abortion, they wanted to amend the state constitution to prohibit the use of public funds for abortion. So, in other words, Florida said, you know what we're going to do is you can't just have an abortion and have somebody else pay for it because that's their hard-earned money, and they may be against abortion. Florida said, and? In Montana, they've decided that corporations are not entitled to constitutional rights. If you're a small businessman, that's you. I'm a corporation. In Colorado, they decided that, you know what, we're going to have to limit your ability to give to campaigns. Elections have consequences. And here they are. The dollar fell last night. It fell against the euro. That's the place with Spain and Italy and Greece. It is, of course, the chiseled monument to stability, the euro, that they said would break up possibly soon. The dollar fell against that. Inflation is still on the rise. Ben Bernanke, good night for him. That's why the dollar fell, because your dollar is going to be worth less because Ben Bernanke is going to be printing more. We're now facing the financial cliff, and immediately even Fox News was telling you that we have to accept the financial cliff, and maybe now the Republicans have got to start to compromise a little bit more because this really was a mandate, really, when you look at it. Excuse me, it was? I'm sorry, what? Have we even decided who won Florida yet? It was too close to call when I went to bed. Did you see the margins? And yet, even the mighty Fox News was demanding that the Republicans start to look at different strategies. Maybe it's time to reach across the aisle and start to look at maybe some of their racist policies. The financial cliff is coming. It will gut many things, including the military. Oh, boy, if you were in Israel, you had a good night last night. Benjamin Netanyahu is now officially alone, as is the state of Israel. But don't worry. Don't worry. Anybody who has convinced themselves that Barack Obama is a friend of Israel, you'll find out in the next 4 years. One of us will be proven wrong. I was proven wrong last night. Let's hope that trend continues. It means that your health care is going to be more expensive now, no matter what they tell you. It means that you are not going to be able to pick your own doctor, no matter what they tell you, mainly because your employer is not going to be able to afford health care. It was designed to do this. It was designed to trip you into a single-payer health care plan. That single-payer health care, that's government insurance. That's government medicine, where they have a board that they told you never existed. Of course, it didn't exist in the health care plan. It existed in the stimulus package. They are very smart. The board that will, it's more of a panel, almost kind of the panel that the Fabian Society, and of course that esteemed playwright George Bernard Shaw talked about when he said, "We all know somebody whose life isn't worth living anymore." Or as the president said, maybe it's best if somebody just tells you, instead of that procedure, it's probably best just to take the pill. I'm glad we're continuing to devalue life on both ends now. Abortion and doctor-assisted suicide. I did mention that passed in Massachusetts, right? Elections have consequences. And when your friends say, wait, what happened? I mean, we were the pioneers of so many great things in medicine. You just point out to them that elections have consequences.